What's up, Madden Addicts? TNT 713 back again with another edition of One Knee equals 2 feet. That's right. And we haven't figured out what the new title is going to be, but this is season two, first episode of season two. We're so excited. One, because we're going to kick off a new Madden season. And the second thing is we're going to jump in and we're going to check out the new features. We finally got our hands on them. We've been watching video after video. And now it's time to build our custom identity. So if you're anything like me and you play Madden, I ain't gonna say religiously, but if Madden is your favorite game, then yeah, you're really gonna enjoy this part of the show. Today we're gonna take a peek at the QB sneak meter. What you're seeing is the instructions for how to run a proper quarterback sneak. And if we read those, it says QB sneaks are executed by timing your snap against a meter during pre-play. So what does the defense do while they're timing the meter? Do they get to jump the snap? Like what does the defense do while this meter's just going back and forth? Perfectly timing your snap will greatly increase your odds of success, while mistiming the snap will often result in a failure. I've already run this drill, so I'll tell you what I think about it after I read through this. The meter success window is dictated by your offensive strength, size, and run block ratings versus defense size, strength, run block ratings. You would think that it would be based on that anyway. And block shed ratings, my bad, not run block ratings for defense. And the meter's speed is dictated by the current game situation. So the speed changes. So it's not like the kick meter, where the kick meter goes at a constant speed most of the time. This one, if it's second in inches and you come out in quarterback sneak, it'll probably be doing like this. But if it's fourth in inches, got to be quick on that one. So anyway, let's run and see how I did on my first one. If I did my first one, it was almost in the green, but it doesn't like he got that yard. So the second time I run it, I get it in the green, and there's bodies underneath me, and I can push forward. And the third time, in the red, nowhere. So I kind of get in the hang of it. The issue is I'm not always like, is the meter still going to be there if I audible out of a quarterback sneak? Because generally quarterback sneaks I run are in the goal line formation. I'm not going to be running a tush push at all. And we're also going to take a peek at the timing-based catching system. This brand new for Madden 27. But it's one of those things. So now we're on the timing-based catch tutorial. And my first try, I got it on the yellow. But I usually user catch. So I hit that one in the green. And you want to get it so that the ball comes to your hands and you just throw your hands out. Ball, hands. You don't want to be running and then have your hands out here because one, a DB's going to reach in. He's going to see. He's playing you and your hands. So, yeah, I thought at first that it could be poorly implemented. And when I say that, I'm saying that it would just feel weird. So I always thought that you should hold the catch button all the way through the catch, but they have some dual control buttons so that the run after catch becomes a dive after you have to catch. So I was thinking, yeah, that could be done poorly. So the releasing the button when the ball hits your hands portion is, I guess, simulating the closing of the hands, the tightening of the fingers. This part. Oops. And you want to do that right as the ball gets there. You don't want to do that early because then the ball gets knocked out. You don't want to do it late because then it just bounces off the back of your hand or your arm, or you hit you in the head. So I was thinking this could be implemented poorly, but as you can see, I'm consistent. I usually catch 90% of my passes anyway, just out of habit, because I believe that there's no need of letting the computer mess up what I can mess up, what I'm perfectly capable of messing up on my own. So uh, I think that this was not implemented poorly. It felt like it belonged in the game. It did not feel, if you already user catch, then user catching these is not going to be not going to be difficult. But if you don't user catch, it could potentially be a problem. So on that, let's speed past this tutorial. Miss that throw. You'll still miss throws. Where? Here we go. So I practiced that one a couple times against coverage. Let's see if I get this one. I believe I get this one. Yeah. Got that in the green. And I get that in the middle of the green. I'm pretty good at hitting the button when my hands are supposed to go out. So I think that I will be okay with regard. And it looks like the green area gets smaller the closer coverage is to you. I just noticed that on that last play. So I think I might like this feature. It felt right when I did it. And I do basically everything by feel. If it don't feel like it belongs in the game, it probably doesn't belong in the game. So I've got my guys set to sit down in the gaps of zones. So what that may do. Ooh, oh, that was cute. Okay, I like that. That was cute. The little one hand back shoulder. Oh, he got cracked. So I was trying to snatch that one, bring it back in, but it was yellow. So you'll drop yellows. You'll probably almost always catch a green. And the short passes that I throw the most are probably going to be the most difficult. Um, but we'll find out. I have not played a game yet. And the reason I have not played a game is because I still haven't put together my playbook. So the one thing I've done, and I do consistently every year, this is the part when I build my identity. I create my own playbook. You open Ultimate Team is always at the top. That's what they want you to jump to. Franchise, I'm not doing that either. I'm not doing franchise. I'm not doing superstar. Head to head is where I live. Right here, man. This is where I live, bro. You want to find me? This is where I'll be. Right here. Right here in the head to head menu. Today we're going to look at the top 100 leaderboards. See how we stack up in terms of various stat categories. Now, one of the things that I want to look at is the leaderboards. And if you want to know how good you are, where do you stand? The leaderboards are a good place to start because they tell you what's what like real time. I can go in and check and see what somebody's win streak is. The best win streak right now is 40. This guy has won 40 in a row, and he is number 84 in the top 100. Now, if you look at the top 100, man, look at all those people. Look how much they play. I'm never going to be in the top 100, man. I'm just a regular dude, man. Am I good? I'm all right. I'm all right. Am I a pro level player? Nah, nah. Am I playing for money? No, no. I'm playing for fun. I have fun playing Madden. And one of the things that I like to do when I play Madden is look and see how I fare against everyone. So I'll check the highest and like how much I need to score to match up with these guys, how much I need to give up, how little I need to give up. Uh, but my favorite part is if we come all the way down here to takeaways and sacks. All of these statistics tell a story. So all the people who say, "Hey, this guy's glitching me," no, it's not no. Because if that were the case, all of these would be the same story. There's guys in here who will run you to death. There's guys here who will throw the ball all day. There are guys who hot route all the time. There's guys who run 30 plays, like 20 different plays a game. And this is my favorite stat: the offensive and defensive unique plays. These two stats are my favorite because they tell you the guy at the top here, 20, many faced gold, uh, that guy runs a system that is much like the one I run. He has a repertoire, he's got a bag. So that's what I look for when I'm looking through the leaderboards. And right now, about to go through and set my roster. And the first thing I want to do is check and see if I've got a fullback and what my running back situation is. I do believe we have a 230-pound running back, so he's going to be my fullback this year. I am going to put Mitchell Evans somewhere else to do something else. He had a good rookie year for me. So did Jadavian Sanders. We also got to get the ball to Tommy Trimble. I like our offense. I wish my quarterback was a little taller, but, you know, it is what it is. A.J. Dillon, that fellow right there. We saw you in the preseason opener, young fella. 247 pounds. He is not going to be my halfback. He is going to be, I am going to put him in at the power back position. I have not done this. I will not do that during this particular session in the depth chart, but I automatically reordered it. And then I went in and put A.J. Dillon in. Well, I wanted to put A.J. Dillon in first, and then I said, what happens if I reorder this? And it moves my tight end to fullback. And I don't want that. I don't want a tight end back there. I mean, I want somebody that can catch, yes. And A.J. Dillon's not the best catcher of the ball, but we have people we can move into there. All right, so let's go ahead and reorder. We're about to reorder the roster at some point. Right. Nope, that's not it. Automatically reorder. Now we want to go back and check the fullback again, and it put Jatavian Sanders at the fullback position. We don't want him there. We want him at the natural tight end. So we put A.J. Dillon, or I should say was that A.J. Dillon? I'm sorry, Mr. Dillon. You're new to the squad, so I don't know everybody's names yet. This is like my second time looking at the roster. A lot of these I recognize, some I don't. But we will get on a first name basis as we move throughout the year. You can best believe that. We will be on we will be on a first name basis, sir. So with that, I'm gonna go and under here and talk about why it is that I make my subs. One of the things that I do is, well, I'm not gonna go through my whole system. I move guys based on where I think they're gonna play best for me, but I do change my kick returner and my punt returners. Xavier Legette, I do not want him returning kicks. I prefer that he be my slot receiver. He's a big body, 227, 6'1". He's a big receiver. Um, but we're stocked with big receivers. We've got a lot of big dudes. And let's see. Tetaroa, kick returners. And once we select everybody, the important thing is once you finish organizing, setting up your roster, the thing you want to do is save it. You got to save your rosters, man. And when you do it, make sure you save it as official. And that way, you can take it into an online game. You won't have to change it. It'll already be ready for you. With that in mind, we're going to get into a game, an actual game. This is the first game that I've played this year. Um, but this is part of the kickoff of the Madden season, man. We've already built my playbook. We'll show you that on a separate video. Uh, but you already know my identity, man. You know I'm not. You know I'm not gonna run any shotgun, bro. You know how I go. I'm not running any shotgun. Never shotgun. But before we get into that, I did not build my full promo, but I do need to wipe my glasses off so I can know who we're getting. So we're gonna go into head to head and kick off this first game. What's the first game? What's popping on the first game? Start. We got 72,000 people on a Tuesday morning playing games. 58 are searching. Let's see. Who do I have? I got a. Okay. Looks like I got some superstars on something. We're going to go in here and we're going to change my playbook. I should have done this already. We do not want bones. That's only got one play. No gun. We're going to start out with the West Coast no gun. Only because it doesn't have shotgun. It does not have shotgun. Now, we set my game settings at the default. Most of my game settings are the default. All my defensive adjustments, offensive adjustments are mostly at the default. So I didn't change any of those. I want to see how they play normally first before I start moving them to aggressive or any of that stuff. So I just wiped off my welcome. Just so you know, welcome to all the Panther rookies. This will be my first game playing with you. To all the kittens out there, welcome to the team. That's my Jinkies cloth, by the way, in case you're wondering how I got my glass. My name is Lig. All right, my name is Lig. I hope you're ready, because we're ready. Where's my hat? Over here playing without my hat on. Let's get it. All right, sir. Let me get off. Let me get smaller on the screen over here in the corner. Always pick my plays by formation. Hail Mary is the weak eye. Okay. The weak eye close halfback gut is gonna be all right. All right. Okay. That's a good play. It's not the best, but it's not the worst. All right. So what's my next thing? My next thing is I still want to set up this run play. Lead draw. We're going to run stick. Lag. We experienced tremendous lag right there. To the point where I was like, do I have to press this button again? And I thought I did. I pressed it twice. Let's see how how it works out this time. Okay. This we like. Like first downs. Move the chains. Move the chains. We like first downs. He was playing. He looks like he's got the default settings on, I reckon. I guess, because he wasn't playing underneath or over. And we're going to run the stretch. We hope that we can flip it. We haven't set any macros yet. We haven't set any custom adjustments. Okay. So we want to, he's mugging the middle. And that's because that's what everybody's teaching people to do. Is my trap in here? Do they not have the trap? They have the cutback, the draw. Okay. Come on. Third and 10. So he tried to blitz me there, and he didn't get to me. I got the ball off. Made the right read, just didn't get the catch down. It's a slightly different in a game. Dude, what do you have? What do you have? Okay. So I'm not timing based catching yet. What do I have in here? Pro. We're gonna go in. We're gonna go ISO. We're gonna go ISO and hit him in the middle. I can't snap the ball with a man in motion. Okay. Line up. Where is it? He sat out there open for a long time. I guess he thought I wasn't gonna throw it. Yes, I'm gonna throw that. Yes, I'm gonna throw that, man. I'm not familiar with this playbook at all. These are not plays that I picked. They're not like my 6 plays. This is the first time, and probably the only time that I'll play with a non-cut. Well, it is a custom playbook because I removed all the other stuff out of it. You get in? Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. What's coach saying?
That was a heck of an effort.
That's what I'm talking about. I agree. Thanks, coach. That was a nice drive. I kept him off balance. I ran, I threw, I ran, I threw. All right. Those extra points, man. All right, now we got to get some onside kick. You can kick an onside kick anytime you want. Good. That's how it's supposed to be. You shouldn't have to announce it either. The rule is 10 yards. So just kick it 10 yards. Shouldn't have to tell you, oh, we're going to try to fool you. No, man. Why am I not switching? Why am I not? Something's odd. I'm trying to switch. Okay. Man coverage. He picked up 2. We got a 3-4 and a 4-3 in here, it looks like. All right, so I'm expecting he's going to try to attack the wide side of the field. I moved my guy and I shouldn't have, thinking he was going to go to the other side. I got to look at my plays too. Okay. I'm trying to call audibles the wrong way. My fingers are still trying to do it the old way. It's like everything feels weird. I feel unsure about everything thus far. Hopefully that goes away quickly. Okay. I knew he was gonna do that. Yeah, man. My fingers are unsure. That's just one of those things I have to deal with, I guess. The adjustment system feels weird. In my head, I know which buttons to push, but my fingers don't know what buttons to push. If that makes any sense, I know a bunch of y'all know that makes sense. So, well, let's get this. Let's move myself to the top. See if that makes a difference in the way I perform. Go ahead, kick it off, man. So offense feels normal. The defense feels weird. What you doing, Joe? Why are they playing? Why are they playing Renegade in my stadium? That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I got to get back on. I have to write something down to remind myself that of which buttons are which. Uh, so I don't have any macros. So my triangle button doesn't do anything. R2, R1 is one that I need. I think that's global. L2 is the one that I also need. So I got to get in the habit of pressing L2 and then figuring out which player I want to switch or something. Get in there. Yeah, that's what we want. Here we go. Let's turn the music up. Let's turn the music up. Okay. He's going to try to hurt me in the flat. Let's give him that cover three. Cover three look. I think he's going to try to attack it on the other side. I think he's going to try to hit the flat on the other side. Thank you. We'll be taking that way. I thought he was going to the other side. Apparently, he only hits that flat. And we got him nervous about shooting the gap now because we burned him on that long run. Why can't I snap the ball, EA? I should be able to snap a ball with a guy in motion, EA. There's nothing illegal about what I just tried to do. Catch it. First down. Timeout. Thought I wasn't looking at the clock, didn't you? You thought I wasn't looking. I'm looking. I see it. This doubles flex is my play in here. One of them is in there. Yes, okay. It's in there. So we're going to go with slot post. I'm going to try to pop him in the middle. We think we can pop him in the middle. Touchdown. And we saw what we wanted. Keep blitzing me, bro. That Sam will shoot that you saw online, bro, it's not going to work at all. Missed it. No, that's in there. Missed it. We're going to kick to the right. We don't deserve music after missing extra points. Yeah, go kicking like a poop butt. I want to kick you something you can run with, bruh. I want to kick you something you can run with. Y'all know how. Come on, y'all. Y'all know I don't like kicking stuff out of bounds. I like kickoff returns, man. They the one of the best plays in football. Oh yeah, yeah. We're supposed to be up here. No, sir. You got to put that on the ground where he can run with it. A little lower. He might have been able to do something with it. I'm going to go cover 3 look. I'm going to call a cover 4. I know I've got one because it's in there. Oh, he missed the catch too. He missed it too. I saw where he wanted to go, and I was there. The timing of it is the problem. They catching nothing. Yeah, we don't believe you're kicking this, bro. All right, we got 4 seconds to try to put it in the end zone. I think I might get him on this end around. Nah, he's playing. He's playing wide and blitzing. All right, that's a good half. That's a good half, man. Halftime, we're sitting at, what could be a blowout if I act right. If I make one more defensive play, this could be a blowout. So let's get to making that defensive play, like right now. Yeah, man. It feels weird not knowing what to do. But I've experienced this before. So it's not a weird feeling that feels weird. I've felt weird twice like this before. Whenever they change stuff that you would think they would leave alone, I felt like this during so um QB Vision was one of those times. I used it for 100 games. Like I do. I always use something for 100 games before I make a judgment. This is game number 1. Still attacking the flat. Still attacking the flat. Okay. We're going to go cover 9. I think it's a match. So he hit me with a run. I was not expecting that. Not even thinking that he might do it. But it is what it is. I don't get to dictate what he does and what he doesn't do. I just got to make sure it doesn't work. Okay. I pressed something and made it so all of the icons for all of the players came up. Give me that. Thank you, Mr. Jackson. That's how we want to play it. We're going to try this post wheel. I had what I wanted. Had what I wanted. I'm going to get him to react the wrong way and hit him with a counter. Okay, he's closer. I had him turned. I went the wrong way. Okay. 4th down, I'm going to punt it. I'm going to use punt number 2. Don't be afraid to punt, man. There's nothing embarrassing about kicking this ball down here. Nothing. Nothing at all. Okay, he got the ball at the 41. That's closer than I wanted him to get it. You know, I always want to kick it out of bounds. Slightly different this year. Let me give him a cover 3 look and run palms. Okay. Well, that's what I want when he branches out there like that. I want him covering it like that, but I need my outside corner to handle that a little better. Yeah, we're gonna hit you today, bro. Okay, now we know he's going back to the opposite side. And he ran the ball. Okay. That was a surprise. Wasn't expecting him to run the ball there. All right, so sitting at 4th and 8, 44, beginning of the fourth quarter. 7:20, he's got the ball, 4th and 8. He's going for it. I'd call that defense again. Matter of fact, I probably am going to call that defense again. Ooh, roll ring. So there's some coaching suggestions in here. Okay. I fouled up that coverage. My defense recovered from my mess up, from my screw up. Okay, 2nd and 1. Okay, now we're going to play. What is this? Coverage, cornerback depth. Oh, coverage strategy. There's another. So he housing it. He housing that. You throwing that too much, bro? Can I get a concede? Yes, sir. That's how you start a season, brothers. That's how you start a season. So anyway, first guy punched out. That's the first one for the punch out reel. And with that, I think that's gonna be a show. We're getting close to that hour. Well, it's 40 minutes, but we hope you enjoyed this one. This is our first game. It feels weird. I have to go and get some practice in on these audibles because my fingers don't know what to do. They're trying to do something different. So I have to reassign everything to my muscle memory, and I haven't done that yet. But when I do, it's going to be a wrap for them. So we hope you enjoyed this one. We look forward to seeing you in the next one. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe. If you like the content, like the content. Hit the subscribe button, ring that bell, and make sure you stop by MaddenUniversity. Why? Because for the past 23 years, since Madden 2004 dropped, We have been covering Madden. This is our 23rd year. And we plan on being around for a long time. It's absolutely free to sign up. It is not a we want to take your money site. It is a community site. We want it to be something that you can enjoy. So with that, where am I? This is the one. With that, we hope you enjoyed the show, and we'll catch you next time. Thanks for tuning in. May the best plan win.